Now today I am going to continue Discourse 7, Adhyay 3 of Gita Darshan, OSHO-GITA Darshan. So, now yesterday we have discussed about ego, so I will continue in the same connection. Attachment arises out of the illusion of the ego. Please explain what is the origin of the ego. Attachment arises out of the illusion of the ego. How does the ego arise? It will be useful for you to understand a few points. First of all, the ego does not have an origin. It is only an illusion. It does not originate from anywhere. It only appears to exist. The ego is like a rope which appears to be a snake. The snake does not have an origin, it is only an illusion. The snake seems to come from somewhere, but in fact, it does not come from anywhere. Similarly, the ego only appears to exist, but it does not exist. Whenever a child is born, we give him a name, ABC. No child ever comes into the world with a name. No child is born with a name. All children are born nameless. But it is difficult to live without a name. If everyone's names were to be eliminated, we would find ourselves in a very difficult situation. It is incredible. All names are absolutely false, yet we function through this falsity. If all names would be eliminated, nobody would have a name anymore. Everyone would be nameless with no name, but it would be very difficult to live in the world. The world we live in is made out of relationships. We live and function in a fictitious world, a world which is made out of lies, out of names. Something does not become true just because we use it. Something does not become false just because we don't use it. There is a difference between usefulness and truth. Many things are false even though they are useful. So, whenever we keep sweets in our house, we tell the children that there is a ghost in the pantry. In fact, there are no ghosts. There are only sweets, but we tell our children that there is a ghost in the pantry. This is a useful lie which prevents them to go into the pantry. A useful lie becomes a truth. So it is like a dream, as if you are dreaming about a wild animal placing its paws on your chest. You become afraid and suddenly you wake up. You realize that it was just a dream. But you are sweating, your heart is beating very fast, and those symptoms are very real. You know that it was just a dream, and there were no wild animals. You were sleeping in your bed in the safety of your home. The doors are closed, so there was nobody around, but your heart was still beating fast. It will take time for your heartbeat to become normal again because the heart has gathered momentum and it will continue to beat fast for some time. It will not stop beating from one moment to the other. It would be dangerous if your heart would suddenly stop beating. So, your name is useful throughout your life. It is useful only to others, not to you. You need to have a name for the sake of others, but you refer to yourself as I, and that is the ego. You have two names, the name which you tell others when you introduce yourself and you say, "This is my name," and I, which you use when you want to refer to yourself. Otherwise, it would be difficult to know who you are. So, if I would refer to myself by using my own name, would be difficult whether I am talking about myself or about someone else. All of us refer to ourselves I That is the word which is commonly used by everyone. And it is convenient to call others by their given names. So, babies are not even aware of their body, in their own body. Babies don't differentiate between dreaming and being awake. Sometimes babies cry when they wake up because they can't find their toy, which they were playing within their dream. So babies are not aware of the I. They begin to aware of the I when they become aware of you. As they are surrounded by people, by and by they become aware and they are separate from the others. So, when Krishna says, the ignorant man is unnecessarily entangled in the web of his own ego, he is bound by his own ego, he has only one reason to say that. It is not that Krishna does not want to use the word I. He is going to use it, he has to use it, but you should not think even for a moment that the word corresponds to reality. So you will also have to use it, but don't cling to the word and think that it is real. It is enough to remember this, and by, all attachments will disappear from your life. The moment there is attachment, the I is present. The moment there is sense of possession, the I is present. If we understand that there can be no possessions because life is nothing else but a collection of atoms, how can we say that this is mine and that is yours? Nothing is mine and nothing is yours. Everything belongs to the divine. So, for a man who lives in this state of consciousness, there are no more attachments. So, this is all for today. So, tomorrow we are going to read the next chapter for you. Thank you.